Good morning, my name is Bill Allen. This is April 5th. This information is free. If you'll give me 5 minutes with 5 breaths, I hope to show you that your health can dramatically improve. But first I have to catch your attention. Oxygen removes all the impurities in the blood, turning it bright red and very thin. But more on that later. I hope I didn't forget to mention that this is free. Please give me 5 minutes to show you that with 5 breaths, your health will dramatically improve. That last picture is a blood test. In 2013, I started this special way of breathing. In 2015, I went for my first blood test. The results were rather remarkable, as the doctor said. The total cholesterol, triglycerides, and bad cholesterol were all down 40%. The doctor said they don't teach us anything about breathing in med school, but did call it remarkable. That last picture is of a vital signs monitor. The results on it, I believe, are medically unknown. One morning, I was 94% in oxygen a couple of months ago. I took 7 breaths in 1 hour. The 94% oxygen is up to 98, and signs of atrial fibrillation have disappeared in an hour. When you get some time later on, look into this article by Duke University. They're proposing to use vaporized hydrogen peroxide to kill the COVID-19 virus on face masks. Vaporized hydrogen peroxide is also called oxygenated water. From as little as I know, it's made up of oxygen and water. So I'm confused. Which one kills the COVID-19 virus? I hope by now I've got your interest in this subject. I started this breathing 7 years ago. I have genetically high cholesterol. I have a heart condition called atrial fibrillation. The atrial fibrillation disappeared on the first day I started this breathing. The cholesterol went down to normal in something like 3 to 9 months. I've had no colds, flu, viruses, or even a headache for the past 7 years. My hand is pink. This is another indication of healthy blood flow. Before we start the breathing, I'd like to offer a caution. Ask your doctor if special deep breathing, more oxygen, is right for you. This is best done with 2 or 3 family members, as it is far more efficient. I ask you first to take a deep breath like this and let it out. What you'll see is that your shoulders go up to take a deep breath. We are not capable of taking really an effective deep breath because we are all shallow breathers and all our air goes to our upper chest area. The lower lungs will give us 7 times more oxygen and remove 15 times the impurities out of our body, but we don't use the lower lungs. Our lower diaphragm hasn't moved since we were about the age of 3. I exercised for 40 years and amazingly never took this special deep breath that I'd like to show you. Try 2 or 3 times doing the same breath through your nose, about medium speed like this. And let it go. Now put your right hand on your upper stomach and push in a little bit. Take your left hand and the first finger on your left hand and push your nose in. Now take the same deep breath again. You're going to instantly hear more velocity, and your right hand is going to feel, for the first time since you're 3 years old, you're going to feel air going down to your lower lungs, giving you, at this time, about 3 or 4 times more oxygen than any breath has given you since you're 3 years old. Okay, so now you've felt the effects of velocity. Keep your right hand on your stomach, finger on your nose for now. Take a deep breath. Hold it for 5 seconds and let it go. If you can, do 5 of those in a row and see what happens. Just about everyone is going to feel sensations from those 5 breaths. What those sensations are is increased blood flow, increased blood oxygen, increased immunity with 5 very, very simple, mild breaths. Well, my time is almost up. I hope I remembered to mention that this is free. Try that every few hours. Try maybe 5 every hour or 2 until it gets comfortable. Now I'd like to show you the strong breath, but don't do this until you feel comfortable with the mild breath. Right hand on the stomach again. Finger ready, thumb underneath your nose. This is going to give you more velocity than what you're doing before because you're using both nostrils. Blow out for 2 seconds. Breathe in deep. Hold that for 5 or 10 seconds and let it go. Try 5 of those. Your results from that are going to be much more than you got from the mild breaths. There are 3 ways now that prove you've just increased your blood oxygen level. You felt the rush of blood from head to toe. Secondly, the palms of your hands and your face will turn a little pink after a little bit of practice with this, usually within a few minutes. Thirdly, you can pick up an oximeter from the local drugstore and you can measure the increase in your oxygen. Do this in the morning when you first get up. Take your oxygen reading, do 5, 6, 7 breaths, and within about 25 minutes, you'll measure a higher oxygen level. That's not being done in the world today that I know of. I believe the underlying cause of all illness is mostly oxygen deficiency. Under ordinary circumstances, I'd suggest that a person to maintain optimum health, you need to do about 25 of these a day. 8 in the morning, 8 in the afternoon, 8 in the evening. But under the conditions we have right now, I'd suggest that you need to do at least 35. I'm doing 50, and I usually only do 30. At 35 would be 12 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, and 12 in the evening. And that'll give you an immunity level that you've never had. Well, that's all for now. If I can help you in any way, just call or email anytime at all. Thank you.